Hello, so I'm finally back from exams and recently I joined a part-time art class. So the first half of the term is done in charcoal and then the second half will be learning how to paint with oil paints, which I'm really excited about because I've never tried them before. It's also sunny enough to sketch outside again, which is really relaxing once you get over the petrifying ordeal of being seen. But yeah, it's really fun. And last time I was sketching at this flower garden, I saw this Chinese traditional instrument playing live for the first time. I also saw the tiniest watercolour palette in the world and it was £1.5 grand, so what an absolute bargain. I'm thinking of doing a video on the main art shops in London, like a quick tour around the shops, but I'm really worried it's gonna break my no buy because I've banned myself from buying more art supplies at the moment. I want to just make the most out of the art supplies I already have, so currently I've been working in this Stillman and Birn beta sketchbook, which I'm really enjoying so far. I just did a swatch of my Roman schmool colours. These are buff titanium mixes just to get an idea of what colours I could mix with my palette. If you mix it with phthalo blue, it gives a really nice seafoam green. All of these colours remind me of the sea. I didn't really want to waste the pages, so I did some sketches over the swatches as well. These are Misty Morning mixes and it's just my favourite. This is my absolute favourite mix, Buff Titanium and Misty Morning. I quite like this page. This is a birdhouse that I've sketched so many times. It's cute. More Misty Morning mixes. When you mix it with browns, it gives really nice greys. I've had a rough couple of months, to be honest, so I haven't been drawing that much. This is a cathedral. It really reminds me of those armor headpieces where those are the eyes and then this bit is the mouth. Oh, on this page, I just did a very ugly drawing, so I covered it up. This was in my video earlier. I was just doodling this. We were watching Anne of Green Gables. I like adding borders. I think it makes it look more interesting and kind of like a storybook. I really like this one, even though his leg looks kind of broken, like he just doesn't have hips. This one is a forget-me-not fairy. I really like the shoes. And then another fairy. I tried to draw one here. Couldn't get it right, so it's just a random floating arm. It's getting quite difficult to paint and film because the shadow is so harsh and I'm trying to draw at like a weird angle, so the forget-me-not fairy turned out really muddy. It's not really translucent and transparent like I wanted it, so yeah. I don't know if I should go over in gouache or something to fix this one, or if I can save it from the ugly stage, I'm not sure. I don't think I'll do any more painting of these ones in this video anyway, but this is a Sweet Violet fairy draft. I haven't got her face or hair down yet, but I quite like the border that I did for this one. And then this one, her neck is way too long, but these are practice sketches, so I'll do the real thing on, I think, A4 watercolor paper. And then for these free fairies, I managed to save this one from the ugly stage. Usually I just add a lot of colour pencil over the top of the watercolour and hope for the best, and yeah, I think it worked out this time. I couldn't decide on her hair colour, so I put a poll up on Insta, and it looks like most people are going for light blue. I actually was thinking about doing golden hair like the middle of the flower, because I feel like a golden glow would really contrast with the blue, but then light blue hair also seems really magical as well. And this one is a daffodil fairy, and so is that one. I kind of want to do like an encyclopedia of mythical creatures and flower fairies and just things like that. I like making up kind of backstories to them. I'm not really good at writing, but it's just fun. Well, they're not really background stories, but just like notes on the different types of fairy. Forget-me-not fairy has like the ability to grant wishes in exchange for memories. And then for daffodil fairies, because their Latin name is Narcissus, I thought they'd be kind of like the magpies of fairies, where they really like shiny things and pretty things, trinkets, and they have the ability to do infatuation or love spells on people if they prick your eyelids with their claws or fingers. I had the idea that fairies would have really sharp fingernails, and flower fairies that are poisonous, like foxgloves for example, they'd be able to poison people, whereas other ones have just like magical abilities and stuff. So this is a water lily fairy, but it's still in the ugly stage, and yeah, I promise with more layers it will look more normal. I thought water flowers would have healing abilities, and I don't really know if I'm trying to make a story or anything. I don't really have an idea for a storyline. I just like making stuff up. I think I'm just going to do like an encyclopedia of mythical creatures for now, and if I ever end up with a storyline, then I guess I'll post about it. But I feel like I'm very scatterbrained, so I'm just putting down ideas as I go along.